Hello, anybody out there? Well, I'm going to give it a few minutes to see if anybody steps on. I'm not going to put my camera around so you guys can see me. I'm just going to say hi this way. Um, I I said in the video description of today's video, I am casing three cards. I don't know why my camera looks like everything on my screen looks turned around. Take a sip. See if anybody's out there and wants to pop on by. So we're casing three cards today using the Lucky Clover Bundle, which is this, I love this stamp set, and this gorgeous punch. And you all know that I have been focusing each month on one bundle or suite of products. So far, it's all been bundles. So let me show you what cards we're going to case. I got my stuff prepped in envelopes. We are going to case this sweet little card right here. I'm going to use the Dandy Designs DSP, which is free in this actual catalog. Let me get to it right here. We're going to be using the ones in Granny Apple Green, this one, and this one. And the celebration will be ending here at the end of the month. So there's the first card we're going to case. Second card is from the mini catalog, and I have a clear envelope for this one, and it's right here. I'm going to turn off one of my lights. Hold on, give me a second. I think that's better, hopefully. You can see my ring I got up there, my light ring. So we're going to be casing this sweet little card from Playing in the Rain. I have all my supplies in here. And then our third card in project, I was just flipping the catalogs open. We are going to be casing this card right here. And for this card, we are going to add the bow punch for this floral stuff in there. And I have everything in its little envelope. So we are going to go ahead and get started. And if you watch this on the replay, let me know what you think. So I'm going to put my catalogs in my little basket keeper here. And let's get started with our first casing of a card. And I chose this one because I wanted to do different style cards. So each fold they're simple. They're going to be easy to do. This is a standard mailing envelope, just the little ones, let me show you, that you can buy in a box at the grocery store usually. So this is about 3 and 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths by 6.5. So my card base for that standard size envelope here is 3 by 6, which I have in white, basic white. And I scored it so it's 6 by 6 scored at 3, and it just gives me that quick and simple little card, slimline as they call them, to go in the envelope. You can make them larger if you want, but for me that's a 1/4 of a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. So let's go ahead, and we're using Granny Apple Green for our choice of colors. And our envelope, I need my stamp and pierce mat, and I need some scratch paper. I got to figure out where I stuck that right here. And now I have lost my bone folder, guys. I lost so much. I don't know what's going on with me right now. So we need some scratch paper. Kind of got most of this where I want it. So we have our envelope. We're going to do some stamping on that. I need a couple of blocks. And what are we putting on this card again? Trying to remember what my thought was. Oh, this one was a sentiment. sending love and luck, and I'm not sure if that will fit. So let's wait and see what we got. So we have our card base. We have a piece of, why can't I think of it? Coastal Cabana. I wanted to say Cool Cabana, and I'm like, no, that's not it. This piece is my ruler, please, as I didn't write these down. I'm kind of like not totally recovered from the stomach flu. So I got 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that is my first layer. And like I said, it's Coastal Cabana. And I'm just going to glue this down on my card base. I was like, do I want to record a video or just go live? And I've been trying to practice going live. So this is another one of those for me. The more I do it, the better I will get at it, I am sure. So remember, this is what we are casing. So I have a piece of the DSP from the Dandy Designs, and we're going to use these stripes. I like the verticalness with this card. And this is 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. And we're just going to glue that down also. And I didn't want these videos to take too long. I wanted to stick with my theme for this month, which was the Lucky Clover. And if you're wondering, why did I choose the Coastal Cabana? Well, it's because in some of this DSP with this Granny Apple Green, there's a chevron pattern right here, and it's Coastal Cabana. So this little piece, if you want to look at our little card here, see how we have these flowers? I thought, why not do that with a piece of the DSP? So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tear. I am just going to tear it like so, and we are going to glue that down. These are simple ideas, simple cards, or anybody can do these. And I show you what I'm using so that you might say, oh, I've got some paper that I might be able to do that too. Just because I don't have all of the products I use to do a similar card, can't replicate this card because I don't have those products, but I'm going to make one similar. Now, this is got a border there at the top and bottom. We're not doing that. I made this, to me, fit the card better. So for the sentiment here, they have 2 strips. I don't have 2 strips. I am going to use, this is the double oval punch. We're going to stamp our sentiment on that. And we need to figure out what we can fit in this lower oval here. So I thought that we might do good up at the top and luck down there. And I kind of like that idea. So we are going to, let's see, I need a stamp block. We are going to stamp this. Got another idea here. Let's see. I might, yeah, we're going to use this with a chevron. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it work for me. So, using that DSP layer, this is going to go there now. Hi, Gloria. I was like almost not even going to check my thing. I'm glad you popped in. I am playing around casing some cards and working on 3 different card layouts using from the 3 different catalogs. So I'm stamping my good luck. How are you doing, by the way? I should probably stamp it on here. I am finally recovering from the stomach bug. We tried eating solid food that didn't go well. So today it's soup maybe a half a sandwich. I could split it with my hubby. Oh, I am trying to find some scissors. Do not use. Tell you what, my good ones have gone missing. So I am going to fussy cut Good and Luck out. And I'm just going to start. I'm probably going to have, no, I can get both of them cut. So like I said, we are just working with what we have and trying to make a very similar card to the one. So we're going to put Luck there. And I can show you, Gloria, this is the card I'm casing from the catalog, at least the layout, much of it. And I'm going to cut out my good here. Because I wasn't too sure what was going to fit in that small from the double oval punch. I will tell you, I am finding yes, love the slim lines. Glad you guys are doing well. We are all over the hardest part of the stomach flu, but it is, I think we're going to go kind of like that. And I want to get some twine. I know I have some white. I don't have any green, but we're going to go, what do I have that might? We could do a little gold. Good luck. Gold is lucky, right? We'll make a little bow on my bow maker here. We move those out of the way. A little bow here. My husband, by the way, made this for me out of a 2x6 scrap he had and some little dowels from the dollar store. And I love this thing. Very, very handy. So we're going to go with a little bit of gold for our ribbon, or twine as it is actually on the card we are casing. This is the one I am doing my best to case, and I'm going to need some dimensionals here. Oh, I do have some large ones sticking out on my desk. So I'm casing a card, Gloria, from the Celebration catalog, the mini catalog, and the big catalog, today's videos. And of course, with my theme for this month, I'm still using the Lucky Clover stamp set. I want this one, the second oval of that double oval, punched up. I'm going to glue those down using up scraps and bits. I will tell you that being a demonstrator comes with some restrictions as far as, products you can use. I mean, it has its benefits. That's why it's so nice, but there are restrictions. So there's good. Hopefully I got enough of, oops. Do you use one of these little bottle? I know you make beautiful, the pins that go in them, but I tell you what, I love my little glue bottle. I just find that it does such a great job. Thanks. I am still waiting for mine to arrive. I got confirmation that it shipped on time, my paper pumpkin, but oh, I am like, When is it going to arrive? I need some new stuff. So we're going to stick our little gold bow right here. I want that totally off. I was playing today making a new, maybe that needs to come down just a bit more. So there's card number 1. Very simple, easy card mimicking. We tore the paper to mimic our flower lines. Instead of the 2 strips, I used the double oval punch, and I have my little bow there. So what do we need on the inside? I'm like, the good friend is hard to find, so we're going to mount that up there. Yes, and I thought I saw that you were actually shipping some to a store in Australia, Gloria, which is absolutely wonderful. I think that is so cool. They're beautiful. I was gonna say, I was looking at my card here, and I thought my daughter dyed her dog pink last night. My bathtub is now pink. It needs a deep cleaning with I don't know what. But she was bored and she dyed her dog's hair pink. And it's a doodle. It's a big dog. And it looks like it's a fluffy cotton candy pink. So there that is. And I do want some more. Of course, we got to do our envelopes. So we're going to grab that one, our scattered, and our little tiny ones. Maybe not that one, but I want my scattering of clovers. So I'm going to bring these here, just like that, having a play with our nice, gorgeous stamp set. I'm really happy with that. I like that. A little need to move my ink. Let's stamp on this envelope. Need another block. Let's see, we're going to stick this one right there. I'm about to get ink all over my purple jacket here because it is so cold. And we're just going to do a little bit of clovers all the way across the bottom of our envelope. So let me move my ink pad out of the way. And I'll give you guys a show here of the card. That's our envelope, our card, and this is the one we got the idea from, and I kind of like it. Very simple, not too bad. I like cutting the good in luck apart. That is cute. It would do some really cute little gold. Ooh, I do have some little gems. The hot foiling. Do you do the hot foil? I have yet to try that. I have a hot foil pen, but I don't, as of yet, have not tried it. Later on today, my grandson wants to make what he calls brag tags. He had about 10 of them that his teacher had made him that he had earned. And they're like bookmarks. In fact, they are. They're just like, were laminated bookmarks that she had stamped and decorated. And somebody stole them off of his lunchbox while they were in the lunchroom. So he was quite upset. So I'm going to use these with these. They have a little bit of gold sparkle in them. And I think they would be quite cute on here. So I'm going to put, I like that one there. I want the larger ones. Let me do one here. And that one almost has that pink shine to it that I do not want any of that anywhere near my stuff. So we're going to go just like that. And this card is now all finished. I'm going to set those way away from me. Oh, laser foiling. I'm not laser foiling. So that's not with the pen. Then I'm not sure what that is, Gloria. You're going to have to tell me. So card number 1 done. Let me set this one aside here. Put my little wooden dowels in here. I have a whole week off with my grandson after a week of being sick with him. We have a whole nother week because it's midwinter break. So my second card is from the mini catalog. And let me move my embellishments over there. And it's this one from Playing in the Rain, which I did not get this suite or stamp set, and I have decided not to. It's the new catalog stuff will be coming out in April, and I'm like, oh, okay, save my money and wait till then to order and see what's coming up. Next month, I will be using this Petal Park bundle, and I got the Regency Park DSP to go with it. So I'm looking forward to that quite a bit, to playing with it. I haven't even mounted my stamps yet. So what we have, we're going to be using one of the clear envelopes. I love these. So I have a piece that is 3 1/4 by 5 to do my addressing on, my address label. I have a white card base that's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go with that Coastal Cabana again, and that's 4 by 5 1/4. A mint machine that I can foil laser printed designs like Gina K has. Oh my gosh. Wow, Gloria. I'm going to have to go up and watch some videos on that. Might be something I want to start getting. The only problem is with stamping up, if you can't show, well, I guess I could do a video on it because they don't have anything like that. So there's my Coastal Cabana. So this one, it's really a simple design. I chose to go with a white card base because I don't have to then put anything on the inside, an extra piece of white. I can just stamp on it. So I have 3 strips of DSP that are from the Dandy Designs. They are 1 inch by 3 inches, and we are just going to arrange them like so on this piece of Coastal Cabana. Nancy Stamps. I'm going to write that down. Give me a second here. If nobody else is on watching, so I'm going to write it on my scratch paper. You would think I would have been able to watch a whole lot of videos while I was laid up in bed for this past week. But no, not with my husband laying next to me. He was not at all too interested in that. So, oh, I should have, let me start. I want to start with this chevron one in the center. So we're going to just roughly in the center. I'm not trying to be precise here. Then I can place the others on it. And I need to get more glue in the corner of these pieces of DSP. There's going to be a little bit more space at the bottom than at the top, but that's okay. So this is all I did is I did those. Now I'm going to come in and we are going to use that 4-leaf clover punch and the large clover stamp and make ourselves our own 4-leaf clover with Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to use this as my cushioning. I can honestly say though, I have gotten my money's worth out of all the things I've bought out of the mini catalog. And this may be the first time that I can truly say that. I have really gone and just had a great play with everything. And I feel like they're well used and not to waste money. I don't do these videos to sell or to do anything like that. I do them to share what I love with people. And so I need to be more careful with what I purchase financially. So this little guy needs to come to mimic this, needs to come down here. And we need a sentiment of some kind. Oh, right about in here, something, or maybe we can make that like the kite and do a sentiment here. So let's see, what do we got? Sending luck and love. Let's try that one. I haven't. I'm running out of blocks. So we still have, might have to go get a punch off my wall. Yeah, I think we will. And I think we're going to tie a string. I think we can do this. We can do this. So I'm going to sending luck and love. And I'm going to grab, what shall we grab? I'm going to grab the Label Me Fancy punch. I'm going to add some clovers to this in a minute. I like that. So bring the little scratch paper back in and our little clovers here. Yeah, you mentioned that the blends. I understand those. They are. I love that. The one thing I love most about Stampin' Up is how the colors coordinate together. And I have not seen a project, anybody's products out there who can beat this. And that's why I stay with them and just absolutely love what I can get. And I think the value's a good value for your money. I wouldn't say that unless I truly thought it. Oh, I really like that. Need to stand that up. Maybe need a little piece of, let's see here, Granny Apple Green, or maybe even Coastal Cabana. Let me grab. Didn't expect that. Let's see if I have. I just want a little something behind my sentiment strip. And this might do it, but I want to take a look at Coastal Cabana for a minute. Do I have any straps in here? We're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to be really stingy. I only got these little tiny strips. I don't want to cut a big piece up. So I am going to come in with this little strip. I'm going to punch out. Oops, there's one. We're going to repeat again. And that one went flying. Let's see which colors I like the best. Just to break up that green. And that Coastal Cabana to me gets lost. So that's not going to be the answer. But we can do the same thing with this little strip. One. Yeah, I do love Stampin' Up. I've loved them from the first time I saw them. I went to, before I was even, the first time I was a demonstrator, back in like 2003, I think it was. My demonstrator, she invited me to go to a big event they had, and it wasn't on stage, but it was some big event they were having in Seattle. And oh my gosh, I was so just overly impressed, and I fell in love. It didn't take me long to become a demonstrator then. And of course, then later on, a few years later, my brother died and then my mom. So I quit doing things for like 7 years. Oh, I do like that. And I like the idea in my casing card. It looks like it has a string back there. And I kind of like that idea of adding something like that. So let's add some white. Just a little bow. I just put my bow maker up here. Let's get that sucker out again. We're going to just do another little bow. And I don't do many bows on cards. I've been trying to get out of my comfort zone and doing different things, trying different things. I'm going to show you what I like about doing this sometimes is I'll move my pegs over to where I want my bow. I stick the little spool on it, and then the spool is out of my way and not rolling off my desktop. I do that quite a bit when I'm not on camera if I'm doing a whole bunch. My grandson's class, by the way, absolutely loved their projects. I just couldn't do them because I was so sick. So I had all the supplies were ready and everything, and I just had them dropped off up at the school, and I wrote a note to the teacher on my idea, and my grandson came home with a little heart box. It was done great. I was happy. I felt bad that I wasn't able to go in there and help, but oh, cannot help when you get the stomach flu. So I'm going to pop these up. I'm going to pop that whole one up, and I'm going to pop this up just like that. So I like this up like so, right about there, mimicking the kite. This is mimicking this little bunny rabbit. And we're going to get a little blue dot. On our clover stem. And I think I'm going to go back with those little stones that have. I'm going to use the little ones on this one. I'm going to put one there. I like it that it has that little sparkle of gold in there. 2 and 1 large one. Right there. So now we just got to work on the inside of this card, but that is my casing of the Playing in the Rain little card. So the 3 pieces of DSP, the element for the bunny, and the element for the kite, and even the little string, and that is super, super cute. Oh, really sweet. I'm really happy with this one. Yes. But I'm surprised. Coastal Cabana is not a color I would have thought to go with the Granny Apple Green, but it does do the job. It works. So we need, of course, we need our little clovers in here on our card. Then we got to do oh yeah, she understood, no problem. She didn't want me around being sick anyways. Just I felt bad. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so now we're going to do, this is for the mailer because we're putting it in a clear envelope. So we are going to mimic the inside of the card like so, and we're going to just bring our little, this is to where we put our address right there. And I'm thinking we're going to add good luck down here. I like that. Oh, so cute. Okay, you know, I have to put it in its envelope because that would be so cute. I want to see how it all looks. And I really like that Coastal Cabana. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. Okay, card 2, down, and let me put it back in here, and we'll get to the third one. And my third and last card. Oh, yeah. Gloria, no problem with the clear envelopes. The only thing is and I live in where my I have a very small post office here in Belfair. Oh, thanks, by the way, great looking cards. I had to make sure is when I go to mail them that I fold that all the way down, because he measured it. And if you have it up where it's like got a quarter of an inch up, he was like, "Oh, it's not the right size." I said, "No, it's a standard size envelope." And he's like, "Well, can you adjust it?" And I just had to adjust it, and it worked great. And you get more envelopes for your money um, with the clear envelopes from Stampin' Up. Of course, you do have to add the little bit. You could use, I use cardstock, but you could use, the printer paper for your mailing part of it, your mailer strip address. So this is my last card. And I'm going to kind of set this here. We are making this card. I just flopped open the books and saw what page came up, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I can work with this. So we're going to do the regular envelope for this card. And we have a 4 1/4 by 11 sheet of cardstock scored at 5 1/2. So this is a portrait. Not portrait. Portrait landscape. I'm having it. My brain is not working right now. Anyways, hot dog style card. And so you can see it's got different size pieces of DSP. And I didn't know what measurements they were. So I took a chance on the measurements, and I'm looking for my ruler, which is under the ink pad, of course. So I'm going to show you what these are. And like I said, I brought in the bow punch. So my pieces are 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. That's for the bottom layer. And then this one, the narrow one, is 3 by 5. And then I have a 1/2 inch strip of basic white, which will be trimmed down a bit for our sentiment, which is going to be Happy St. Patrick's Day. We have 13 inches of the soft seafoam ribbon. And I used more of the DSP because I had a strip. So I used the bow punch, and I punched 3 of this design, the opposite of the chevron, with the sprig, and 2 of the Granny Apple Green cardstock to do this card. And if you look here, you'll see where it's stamped on the card. So we are going to do that before we do anything. And we are going to use our scattering of clovers for that. So we're going to mimic that just like so. Yes. Do I want to add more? Looking, yeah, maybe a few more here. And maybe like just making it a bit bigger. Let me see, I might need to turn this one. All right, so just the right upper corner, the left lower corner, adding a little bit of stamping on there. And we're going to put our DSP. This is one of those cards that, I will be honest with you, are hard for me because the papers are not straight. They're off kilter. So I do struggle a bit making a lot of these. So this is stepping out of my wheelhouse. So there it is. It's on there at an angle. And this one here, let me look at our picture here so we can see what we're doing. This one is going to sit a bit up. And again, not at the exact same angle, which is a bit difficult for me to do. Take a deep breath. I can do this. I can make this card look good. Okay. We're just going to glue it down there. Excuse me. Tell you what, I was at the post office the other day because I mailed something to a subscriber and it came back and I was like, oh no. So I had to go remail it. I had messed up the address, which I don't put it past me to do. But I mailed some of the postcards. I did a video on making postcards and I mailed some of those out for Valentine's Day. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. So next we need our little, to mimic this floral arrangement they have. We are going to start with one of our DSP bows. And I'm going to stick this one kind of up there. This one, I want this one up on mini dimensionals. This is the next one in its line. I think I do anyways. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I need to wait on that. Let's get the other three. No, I think we'll glue them all down. Okay. I'll use those on our sentiment. We'll put that up. So all I'm using now is I am changing the direction of the sprig by flipping it over since it's cardstock. See, this little one is on the right. Here it's on the left. I'm just going to walk these down. And this one, that wee little sprig again, is going to be back to the left-hand side. And this one's going to the right. So yes, this way. And last one, right, you know what, maybe, I think we're going to go that one right there. It started getting a little too far. Let me lift that up a bit. Just want to hide the tail up there. Oh, yes. I know they're all the same color group, but hopefully by bringing in the ribbon element. So I just, another one of those things I don't find. I have difficulties with. So I do like that placement. And I think I need another one of those down here. Do I have any more of that DSP? Oh. Huh. Maybe we'll move it. We are just going to have to move the ribbon down here. I'm not happy right now. So this is for our sentiment strip. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know what? I think we're going to do this. We're going to go like so. I wasn't going to add the big 4-leaf clover to this one, but I think I'm going to do, might just help if I just do it like that. It does make beautiful branches, Gloria. It really does. I love this. And I've used it for so much. I'm thinking about really spreading this down the page, but now I'm not so sure. I think I just need to get another sprig. So I need to bring back that paper. I thought I had it all. And watch me not have any, oops, I don't have any scraps. Of course I wouldn't, but that's all right. I have so much of this DSP. This is that Dandy Designs DSP. It's such a large pack of paper. I mean, I will never get it all used before the end of celebration. It just doesn't happen. And then I end up with all of this DSP stuff everywhere. And it's like, what do I do with it? So, yes. We're going to need to trim off our little end here. And I don't know if you can, but my good paper snips from Stamping Up, I did my first class that was for a local church, and I took my snips and everything, and somehow I lost them. And I'm not sure if they're lost like in my daughter's car or if they just, fell out somewhere, but all right. So there's now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 2 of those. Now I can do my ribbon, and I'm still using my glue dots. And all of these glue dots are from Paper Pumpkin. Love my Paper Pumpkin. Thank you for the wonderful supplies. So we're going to put our ribbon down in the center of the card. I'm going to put one right here just to get started. One here. And one across here. I was hoping my Paper Pumpkin would arrive yesterday, but it didn't. And it normally doesn't get here till about the 20th, so any day now. Any day. So I am going to set this kind of off, going with the off-centeredness of this card as it is. Yes. I don't like those big, thick glue dots. I have a hard time with them, and I don't tend to use them. And I really do like that the ones that Paper Pumpkin comes with are really thin little glue dots. I love that about them. They're just not as bulky to me. You do too, Gloria. I know lots of people who don't like them. And I don't understand why, because to me, they're so much easier to use. I wish they sold them on sheets like this because I like the fact that they're thin and they're not super thick. So I chose to do a bit of a wider bit with the ribbon effect for this card. There. I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to give it a snip here. And I think then my sentiment then when it lays in there, yes, will look really, really nice. So let's put those away for the moment. And of course I don't have, once again, I've used all of the stamps in this stamp set and almost all of my blocks. So I'm going to bring in my scratch paper. I'm going to turn it this way because it's easier for me to get a decent chance at stamping it straight. Yes, 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 yes. Very, very happy. Yes, they are easy for blings. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this down now. And I'm not going to do an angle. I'm just going to keep it nice and squared. And this, however, I'm going to put up on dimensionals. So let's see what we can do. I think I can get all of these bits used. When I'm done here, I'm going to start making the brag tags for my grandson. And I have a whole bunch of stickers and stuff. I figured we can use stickers, stamps, colors, and my daughter bought a laminating machine, and we're going to make him some new brag tags. Oh, really cute. Really, really cute. I think it needs little four-leaf clovers, like right, in my opinion, it does. I'm wondering if I can just stamp. Just want, yes, I want this one with the stem being up. Oh, love it. Oh, I am actually very happy with that. So the inside then, once again, with the A Good Friend, since that is what comes with the stamp set. Using the catalog as a stamp and pierce mat works too. And what are we going to do? For this one, we're going to do the clover that we stamped on the outside and the large clover down here. And then we're going to stamp on our envelope. Then we'll go to the bling part. So envelope time. Definitely need the clover. We're going to do over there. And I think we're going to mimic what we did there and bring in some more. Oh, really cute. I'm going to do this corner too. I know the stamp will go in that corner, but that's okay. So anyways, let's get some bling, and I'm going to keep with the same ones, the wonderful gems. I think these aren't even available anymore, but that one has a lot of gold in it. Oh, that's way too big. We need the little ones. We want lots of gold on this one. One. And I'm just going to do the two because then that goes right for the Happy St. Patrick's Day. And those are my cards. Let's get them all out. So third card. And this is the card I cased. So not too bad. We have our stamped image on the corners of our card, the awkward DSP placement, our ribbon element, and our sentiment strip in the center. And I think that came out really good. And I like it. So that is card number 3 of our 3 cards. And that was from the annual catalog. Now from the, oops, here's the mini. From the mini catalog, I lost the page. I know it's here in the back because it's, there we go. From Playing in the Rain, page 81, we mixed this card, cased it, if you would, the 3 pieces of DSP, the large element here, this is for our bunny, and our kite element was the 4-leaf clover, and that came out really well. Which card, Gloria? This one here or the other one? Because I was in the process. You'll have to let me know, and I'll send it to you. I mean, I love sending my cards that I make, and I love that the people who get them appreciate them. So tell me which one. I'm getting a sticky note so I can put your name on it and send it to you. Because I really do appreciate the fact that you came on and watched. All of them. Take your pick, and I will send you which one you want. So that's the first. This is the second. You got to let me know. And then our third card. Your birthday's Thursday, Gloria. You know what, Gloria? I'll just send you all 3 cards. I'll send them in a package. I hope you have a great birthday. So this was our third card. It's a slimline, and it was mimicking this little card here. We just used DSP, tore it, used the double oval punch, did good luck with the gold bow, and the little wonderful gems with the gold on the inside. So Gloria, I'm going to stick these, the top one, I'm going to send them all to you, Gloria. I'm going to take a picture from my Facebook group, and then I'm going to send them in the mail to you. Hopefully tomorrow I can get out. Oh, Kimberly O'Brien, thank you so much for popping on. You're popping on at the very end of the show, but let me give you, I was casing 3 cards and say hello to Miss Gloria. Miss Gloria's birthday is on Thursday, and I'm going to send her all 3 of these cards that I just made. So I will walk you what we just did. I was casing 3 card projects from each of the catalogs that are current. So from the first celebration catalog, I chose on page 9 this slimline version of a card, and I used the Dandy Design DSP and the Lucky Clover Bundle for all of my card projects. So this is my card version for this one here, and this is it. So that's card number 1 that I did. So card number 2 was our mini catalog card, and that was page 81, if I'm not mistaken. And this was this card here with Playing in the Rain. So I did a clear envelope with this card, and I made a mailing slip for the envelope. And this was just Coastal Cabana that was 4 1/4 by 5, 1 by 3 inch, 3 different strips of DSP. For our bunny element, I chose the Label Me, what was that? Label Me Fancy? Yes, Label Me Fancy die. And the Lucky Clover was for the kite. I love people who craft are the best people in the world. They're happy, they're polite, and they're great people. So that's that card. And for our last card was this card we created. Now I may have a bit of a problem finding this card again. Let's see. I just flipped it in the catalog earlier, and that's how. Oh, there it is. So page 118. This is the card I cased. And once again, Dandy Designs DSP Lucky Clover Bundle. I used the bow punch to mimic the floral elements in the card, the soft sea foam ribbon, and my sentiment strip, Happy St. Patrick's Day. And there you have it. And I am glad, Gloria, you stayed with me the whole time. Thank you so much. Kimberly, I'm sorry you caught me at the very end, but I am very thankful for both of you coming on and watching and stopping in and saying hi. Gloria, look for those. I'm not sure they're going to make it to Michigan by your birthday on Thursday, but I'm going to do my best to get them in the mail tomorrow to you, okay? So I'm going to end my stream now, and I want to say thank you guys and come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.